Greetings, one and all. Welcome back to NHL 18 franchise mode with your London Lions. Yes, we are back here again to start the 2018-2019 NHL season with the London Lions. We went through the draft and free agency last episode of 2018. We managed to do a bit of work here and there, and now let's take a look at your 18-19 London Lions team. So, on the first line, we have Michael Grabner, Ricard Raquel, and an 89 overall David Pasternak. On the second line, we have Drew Stafford, an 83 Nolan Patrick making his NHL debut, and Connor Brown. On the third line, Matt Nieto, Mike Fisher, and Tom Wilson. And on the fourth line, Scott Lawton, Ryan Zingle, and Jerome Aginla. On defence, we have the newly acquired via free agency, Mark-Edouard Vlasic on the first pair with Sami Vatanen. We have Matthias Ekholm and Tyler Myers on the second, and Brian Dumoulin and Joel Edmondson on the third pair. Goalies, we have Yaroslav Halak and Mike Smith currently as our goaltenders, with Mike Smith being the starter who dropped because he is getting more money. If he doesn't play very well, then Halak will come in. And scratched, we have Josh Anderson, Xavier Wallet, and Chris Tierney ready to jump in and make an impact should they need to. So, once again, bit of a problem in terms of the depth of this team. Not a surprise, we need to kind of have players come up our roster. I didn't want to sign loads of crazy veterans to loads of ridiculous long-term contracts. James Neal, 5 years. And yeah, so we are going to start the season. First, let's hold a team meeting, and instead of playing our first game of the season like we did last year, we are going to go with just going period by period simulation for the first 10 games of the season and seeing where we're at. So, we made the playoffs last year. Our second sophomore season begins. Can we make it work? Can we go back to the playoffs? Let's find out. So here we go. First game of the season against the Vegas Golden Knights. Carlson against Raquel for the opening face-off. Here we go, boys. First period. Okay, it's a 2-0 game for them. William Carlson and Cody Eakin score on Mike Smith, doubling us up on shots, 18-9 in favour of the Golden Knights. Second period. Okay, they've made it 5-0. Winnick, Touche, and Ryan Reeves score on Mike Smith. Thanks, Mike Smith. Appreciate it, buddy. 31 shots to 19 in favour of the Knights. And third period, we managed to get 2 back, but it's a 7-2 loss. Nolan Patrick scores in his debut with the London Lions franchise. However, it's in vain. Matt Nieto gets a goal as well. Reeves gets his second, and Spicer gets one just before the end of the game. So, Nolan Patrick scores in a blowout game in his debut. It's a shame for him, but he's leading the team with 1 goal. Nice, not too bad. Well, it was quite bad. We lost 7-2, but still. So, next game coming up against the Carolina Hurricanes. Here we go, boys. Game 2 of the season. Let's get it going. So, we have Carl Turris and Ricard Raquel for the opening face-off. Turris now a member of the Hurricanes. Wow. First period. Okay, it's a 1-0 game. Nolan Patrick scores on Scott Darling. Wow, he's off to a good start. 2 goals straight in 2 games. Almost doubling them up on shots, 13-7 in favour of the Lions. Second period. Okay, it's become a 3-1 game. Nieto scores a pair of goals. These 2 guys have scored 100% of the goals for the London Lions so far this season. Sebastian Aho scores a goal on Mike Smith. 26 shots to 16 in favour of the Lions. We're going to risk it. Third period. Yay, we win. So Matt Nieto currently leading the team with 3 goals in 2 games. Not too bad for Matt Nieto. He spent a year in the minors last year. Looks like it's proven him quite well to start this season. Also, I want to check out the Honolulu Heats. How are they doing? They are currently going 1-2-0. So they've managed to get a win on the season. Charles Hudon, 3 points. Nice. So, a game against the Washington Capitals. Can we do this? I think we can. Let's do it. Game 3 of the season. The Lions against the Caps. We're in the Verizon Centre. We have not played at home yet. Nolan Patrick against Jay Beagle for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 1-0 game. Johansson scores on Yaroslav Halak. However, we are beating them on shots, 10-9. Second period. Okay, we're on the board. Connor Brown scores on Braden Holtby. 20 shots to 17 in favour of the Lions. We'll go times 8 simulation for the third. A power play. A 5-on-3 power play. And we kill it off. Well played, London. Nice job. on a power play for London. And Tyler Myers scores on the power play. Nice job, boy, on Braden Holtby. We've taken the 1-goal lead. We were 1 goal down after the second. We managed to come back and we've taken the lead. Can we hold this lead, gentlemen? It looks like we can, as the London Lions get their 2nd win of the season on a tough Washington Capitals team, I might add. So not too bad. 2-1-0 to start the year. We're in a wildcard spot already. May as well give us the playoffs right now. So, game against the Vancouver Canucks, who are going 500 at the moment. Here we go. Let's play game 4 of the season. I thought it was 5 because I saw Vancouver's record. Still haven't played at home yet. Raquel against Bo Horvat for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 2-2 game. Pasternak scores his first of the season. Vlasic scores his first as a member of the London Lions. But Vertanen and Skill score on Mike Smith. 11 shots to 10 in favour of the hometown Canucks. Second period. Okay, looks like we've taken the lead. Ginla and Stafford, the depth is coming in for this game, ladies and gentlemen. 24 shots to 19 in favour of London. And third period. There you go, a 6-3 victory. Nolan Patrick gets another. Connor Brown gets another. And Daniel Sedin gets a goal to make it a 6-3 game. But London takes the victory. They've got 3 straight here, ladies and gentlemen. They're on a winning streak. They're 4th in their division. They're tied with Colorado, Dallas and Winnipeg. But once we simulate to this day, it might be different. Yes, it is. We're tied with Dallas and Colorado and St. Louis for 2nd in the division. But now, we have a game against St. Louis, who are going 3-2-0. Connor Brown currently leading the team 5 points in 4 games. Not too bad. But here we go, game 5 of the season. Here we go, halfway through the period-by-period simulation. And we have Brodziak against Raquel for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's a 1-1 game. Connor Brown scores another. And Alexander Steen, scores on Mike Smith. 11 shots to 9 in favour of the Blues. Second period. Okay, it looks like it's a 2-1 game. Pietrangelo scores on Mike Smith. 20 shots to 19 in favour of London. We'll go times 8 simulation. On the power play early. Can we get a goal? Can we get a goal? No, we cannot. Looks like they got more shots than we did on that bloody power play for us. But we're halfway through the third period. Another power play. It's a 5-on-3 this time, but we can't get anything done. London, what's happened to the power play, fellas? Come on, boys. Get a goal for us. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen as the St. Louis Blues get a 2-1 victory. That's a close game there, lads. The depth scoring didn't turn up for us. And it looks like we've got our first home game of the season. It's only taken till bloody 6 games in. Amateur scouting, perfect. Let's take a look. So, we've scouted the W. Let's just scout defence in the W for 3 weeks. Let's have a look. So, 6 points in 5 games for Connor Brown. 3 goals, 3 assists. He's proven to be very useful for us so far this season. Now we have a game against the Nashville Predators. Our home game in the Lions' Den. So here we go. Raquel against Van der Velde for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, looks like we've taken the lead. Drew Stafford on Saros. 16 shots to 6 in favour of the London Lions. Second period. Okay, looks like it's a 2-1 game. Drew Stafford with another, but Kevin Fiala scores on Yaroslav Halak. 23 shots to 14 in favour of London. We're going to go times a simulation for the third period. Come on, London. Let's win our first home game of the season. A power play goal by Ekholm gives the London Lions that insurance marker a 3-1 lead. A power play for Nashville, but the Lions kill it off in the Lions' Den. If you come to the Lions' Den, get ready to be destroyed. You might be eaten alive here. And it looks like the London Lions are going to take the victory 3-1 against the Nashville Predators in their first home game in their sophomore season. Right, so now we have our 7th game of the season coming up. Nolan Patrick leading the team, 7 points in 6 games. I left him a year in the minors and you'll wonder why. There you go. Nolan Patrick, he's going to be a guy that will stay for us for years. So, against the Detroit Red Wings, here we go. Game 7 of the season. Let's see how we do. Mike Fisher against Zetterberg for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, so 1-0 lead. Anthony Mantha scores on Yaroslav Halak. They're over doubling us up on shots. 11-5. Second period. Okay, it's 2-0. Nico Hischer scores on Yaroslav Halak. They are now over tripling us up on shots, but we'll times 8 the third period. See if London can get one back. Can we break the shutout, London? Okay, that's either Rick Nash or Riley Nash, and Zetterberg scores straight after. Okay, looks like this has turned into a bit of a rout, ladies and gentlemen. So what's going on here? Nothing much there. Come on, London. Nope, Sveshnikov scores one as well. Right, so, bit of a bad game there, gentlemen. Oh, Wilson manages to break the shutout. That's nice, isn't it? So we take another loss this season. Nothing too crazy. We're currently going, what? 4-3-0. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Matthias Ekholm has been injured with a pulled groin. That does not help us. We will sort this out. On defense, if we just bring up Dumoulin, and then we can stick Wallet on there. Nice. And he shoots left? Yes, he does. Nice. Okay, so game number 8 of the season coming up against the Colorado Avalanche. We are near the bottom of our division, but not by much. It's very intense. Except for Minnesota, all the teams are very close. So, another home game against the Colorado Avalanche. Our second home game of the season in the Lions' Den. Can we get it done? Raquel against Duchesne for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, both teams... Oh, wow! Both teams are on the board. McKinnon gets a goal. Grabner gets a pair, his first 2 of the season. And Raquel gets one on Semyon Varlamov. 14 shots to 10 in favour of the Lions. Second period. Okay, we're on it more. Pasternak and Wilson score on Varlamov. 25 shots to 22. 5-1 after the second. And third period. There you go. Colburn manages to get one back, but it's a 5-2 victory. We are currently undefeated at home so far this season. Now, this is where we'll get tested. We're against a 4-3-1 Edmonton Oilers team. This will be game number 9 on the season. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a back-to-back game. We won 5-2. Can we get another win? McDavid against Pasternak for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, looks like they're on the board. Darnell Nurse scores on Mike Smith. 11 shots to 8 in favour of the Oilers. Second period. Okay, nobody on the board in the second. 23 shots to 16. Will times 8 simulate the third period? London, let's stay undefeated. Oh, Patrick Eaves! What's he doing playing on the Oilers roster? And another power play for the Oilers. We kill it off. Another power play for the Oilers. We kill it off. A power play for London. Can we get something going? Can we get something going? No, we cannot. Looks like we're going to take our first loss of the season at home. Can London break the shutout? No, they cannot. Connor McDavid scores on Mike Smith. And that's all she wrote for that game. So we're going pretty much 500 to start this season. 5-4-0. 8 points in 9 games for Connor Brown. And we will finish this 10 games. Oh, player morale. Yeah, let's have a chat with some people. What's going on, fellas? Xavier Wallet, what's up? Ice time is frustrating you. Had no impact. Fair dues. Okay. So, we have our 10th game of the season against a struggling Minnesota Wild team. We need to get a win here, gentlemen. Here we go. Another home game. Can we only lose one home game to start the season? Granlund against Raquel for the opening face-off. First period. Okay, it's 2-0. Stafford and Brown score on Dubnyk. 11 shots to 6 in favour of the Lions. Second period. Okay, they get 2 back. Kosmachuk and Parise score on Halak. 19 shots to 14. Will times 8 simulate the third period? Come on, London. Oh, Granlund. Did you listen to what I had to say? A power play for Minnesota. Good, we managed to kill it off. Come on, London. Let's get a tying goal, please. Power play. Oh, please. Power play for them. It's a 5-on-3. Ooh, no. Not good. Come on, London, please. And we lose. Okay, so we're 2-0 up after the first period, but we take a loss there, 3-2. Nice job, fellas. Oh, God, the Montreal Canadiens going 8-2. They always go very well at the start of the season, and then they get tired. So, not a very good start for us this season. Currently, 10 points in 10 games for Connor Brown. He's living up to the hype. The Honolulu Heat are doing better than they were at this point last season. Let's just have a look how they're doing right now. If we just flip this, they are going 3-4-3. Yeah, it's better than they were, better. Shaput currently 7 points in 10 games. So Connor Brown currently leading the team here. Good lad. That's what I like to see. He's an 80 overall, though. Some of these players are upset with how we're playing. Nolan Patrick, 9 points in 10 games. Good. Raquel, 7 points in 10 games. You know what? I am going to try Nolan Patrick on the first line. I think he deserves that for the next 10 games of the season. He's played very well for us. I think he deserves a chance. Raquel's not quite doing it. He's a minus. Pasternak hasn't really got going. Maybe Raquel will help out Connor Brown. Fisher's playing on that line. Good. Yep, we're going to try Nolan Patrick on the first line for the next 10 games. Let's see how he does. See if we get loads of wins, and we'll see how the points stack up. So we just go to the calendar. We will simulate through the next 10 games of the season and see where we are at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go up to the home game against the New York Rangers. So here we go. Doesn't help that we've lost Matthias Ekholm though. But speaking of which, he is back. Marvellous. So if we just get that sorted out, we should be ready to go. So defense, Dumoulin, you stick back there, and we shall stick Ekholm back in here. Perfect. Nice. That's all good. So we start with an away game against the Habs, and we lose 3-1. An away game against Tampa Bay. We overtime win. Good. 4-3. Nice. Home against Boston. Can we get a win here? Oh, Mike Smith has been injured with a torn hamstring. Okay, so Yaroslav Halak, you are our guy in net, sir. Let's bring up a goalie to play backup. Ullmark, I would like you to stay down there. So Marmalind, you can come up and play backup. Edit lines. So I don't really want to change Nolan Patrick. Did he get a point in that last game? I think he did. He is on 12 points now. Nice. He's a -1 though. God. Right, goalies. Yaroslav Halak, you're going to play there definitely. And Marmalind. Wow, we've got a 67 overall as our backup. And then best lines for you. We just find some guy out of nowhere. So has this still kept... Because I went best lines there. Yeah, but still kept that going. Nice. Okay, so against Boston, we get a 2-0 shutout win and then a 6-2 loss against Chicago. Going 500 at the moment. Scouting assignment, nice. We'll scout goalies in the W for 2 weeks. That should be fine. Right, against Philly, we lose 5-3 at home. Player morale, let's have a chat. Who wants to talk to me? Marmalind, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the opportunity. No worries, man. Don't mention it. Right, away against Pittsburgh. Philip DiGiuseppe, he's been injured, but that's the depth team who are actually playing right now. Against Pittsburgh, a 4-1 win. Nice. Home against Columbus, a 4-3 win. Good. Against Winnipeg away, a 7-5 win. A 3-game winning streak here. Home against the Islanders. Can we take a win here, gentlemen? DiGiuseppe's back. Nice, fair play. Against the Islanders, a 1-0 win. Against Anaheim, a 4-2 win. Nice! What a way to end that. Perfect. So, we have gone on a 5-game winning streak to go 12-8-0 to start the season. We have played our first 20 games. And Nolan Patrick, 22 points in 20 games. That's exactly what I wanted. Beautiful. We are 5th in our division, though. Other teams have played one more game, but we're keeping pace. So, Nolan Patrick, 22 points in 20 games. And he is way ahead of everybody else. So Raquel is down at 12 points. Pasternak, he's at 15. So he's starting to slack a little bit. Pasternak had a brilliant year for us last year. He needs to pick it up somehow this year. So I think if we go to halfway through the season, that'll be pretty decent. So we're doing pretty well so far. This win streak might not continue, but we might go up and down a little bit. But 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So if we go to the home game against Montreal, we will be exactly halfway through the season. So against the Rangers, we lose. Okay, so our 5-game winning streak has been stopped. So in the OHL, we will scout forwards for a month. Against the Ottawa Senators away, we lose. Let's not go on a 5-game losing streak now, boys. Sami Vatanen's been injured. That is a pain in the arse. That does not help us out at all. So, Tyler Myers, you jump up here. Joel Edmondson, you jump up here. And Xavier Wallet, you get the chance to play. Welcome back to the lineup. Back to edit lines. We have an unfulfilled slot in the shootout lineup. Let's just stick... let's just put... Connor Brown. Because he's been playing quite well for us this year. So, Barber's back for them. Good. So, against San Jose, a 4-1 loss. Okay, so we're about to go on a bit of a losing streak now, aren't we? Victor Olofsson, a waiver claim. 23 years old, 74. Nope, you're right. Thanks, buddy. So, against the New Jersey Devils, Sami Vatanen's back. Okay, so if we just go best lines and then swap Patrick and Raquel again, should be fine. Boom. Sorted. Okay, against New Jersey, we take a 3-2 win. Nice. Home against Buffalo. Can we take a victory here? No, we cannot. We lose 3-1. Against Florida, can we take a win here? Connor Brown's been injured. Brilliant. That's not very good at all. Okay, so we'll just go, if we just go best lines, and then swap Patrick with Raquel. Against Florida, we take a shootout win, nice. Home against Calgary, we take a 5-1 loss, we take a 3-2 loss against the Maple Leafs, and we're going 500 again. Connor Brown is back, that's very helpful, but it's a bit irritating that I have to keep doing this. How is Nolan Patrick doing right now? 26 points, nice, not too shabby. Against Dallas, we win 4-1. Nice. Against the LA Kings, we lose 4-1. Okay, still going 500 here. Brian Dumoulin's been injured. Replaced player. Against Arizona, we lose 2-0. Against Vegas again. Come on, they must not be going over 500. Or they must not be doing better than us. So, best lines, and then replace you two again. Perfect. Against Vegas, we take a win. Good. 3-1 victory with 500 again. Against Carolina, a 3-1 win. Good. 2 straight wins. Very happy. So we've scouted forwards in the O for a month. If we scout defensemen there for 3 weeks, that should be good. Home against Washington, we lose 2-1. Against Vancouver, we win 3-2. Against St. Louis, we win in a shootout 4-3. Good. Away against Nashville, we shootout lose. We get a point. Better than nothing. Zach Fisher's been injured. Replace the player, please. Home against Detroit, can we take a win here? Honolulu are above 500, that's pretty good for them. Against Detroit, considering their abysmal season last year. Okay, what's happening here? Is it another scouting assignment, or you've just decided to stop? What's going on? Okay, or is it going to be about trade block or something? I'm a bit confused here. There we go. 4-1 win against Detroit. Well played. Against Colorado. 3-2 win. Good. Against Edmonton. Can we end this episode well? That would be nice. Against Edmonton, we take a 5-1 loss. Ugh. Against Minnesota, no trade offers. Fair dues. Against Minnesota, a 3-2 win. Okay, so that puts us halfway through the season. 22-18-1. Halfway through the season. So we're above 500 just. We're in a wildcard spot. 37 points in 41 games for Nolan Patrick. That's pretty good. We are currently 12 points back from first place. So we're still in contention. We're quite far back, actually. We are quite far back from 4th place. So let's just take a look at how this team is doing in terms of individual points. 37 points for Nolan Patrick. 35 for Pasternak. So those two have started to get it going a little bit. 25 for Raquel. 24 for Connor Brown. 20 for Michael Grabner. Minus 10 for Matt Nieto. That's not very good. Anybody taken no penalties? Dumoulin's taken 24 minutes worth. However, Pasternak, only 2 penalty minutes this entire season. Very impressed. So, this team is looking okay. It's not looking the best. It's not looking the worst. I would, however, like to check who the worst teams are. Colorado are absolutely exploding again. That's good. But I would like to see the worst teams so far in the league, because we want to have a look at any places we could potentially pick up some good picks from. So Colorado and New Jersey are currently having the worst set of games. Okay, good to know. Good to know indeed. So, halfway through the season, we're in a wildcard spot, but we need to pick it up a little bit if we want to make it back to the playoffs next season. So, I am going to end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.